What makes Love Island UK different from Love Island USA?
Well,
there's people from all over the world, and they're all in different countries.
Well, at the beginning, it was loads. Love Island at the beginning was sort of a weird thing because I think it was on like CBS. I'd never get the channels right, but like it was proper like mainstream, and it was like pre-Watershed. So like I could be wrong, but I think they weren't like necessarily allowed to wear like swimsuits. Like they had to wear like sarongs. They didn't show too much skin. It was like really weird.
Right.
But then. Now they are very similar. I think when Peacock took over Love Island USA, they were like, we want it to be more like the UK one.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same show. It's like people from America, London, Australia, like they're all, it's not like it's like these are from the UK, these are from America, and they're all in Fiji and Spain and whatever. So
I think the UK one the UK one's more like UK people.
Probably.
But then America do
they
diversify, which is cool, but I think it's good for like the accents and stuff.
Oh, totally. The accents were, in the beginning, that I think was a big part of it, just the way that, people
That's why the
UK
UK one works so well. Like, and I don't, it's a bit the same for the US one, but like I find Australia, from the bits that I've watched, that's strange for me because the UK one's so good because you can listen to someone talk for like 30 seconds and you sort of go like, I sort of know where you're from. I sort of know your like socio-economical status. I sort of know loads about you from like you going, hello.
Right.
Posh down the south.
Yeah, you're rich.
All right. Not up there. Like
Yeah.
But then like Australia, they all literally sound
exactly
the exact same. So you're like, what the fuck is this? And then America was like that for a while. It was all sort of like West Coasty people, and it all just sounded like very samey. But
do you see a difference in the people?
Yeah, 100%. They've just got. I think they've really
like
nailed
a preference.
It.
Are you like, oh, these people are better than, like the UK people are better than the American people, or vice versa, or anything?
No, not really, because like I always just see them as like man, if they've got a job that I can do some puns about, then I'm sort of happy.
Yeah.
Like there's a guy that worked in a fish market on the UK one, and there's so many fish puns. He could have been like Hitler, and I'd be like, fine, fish puns is fish puns, man. There's so many.
Everybody loves a fish pun.
And then I remember I used to shout, "The man sells fish," after every time I'd done a link in something. Now, like, still the street today, he'll be walking down, they'll be like, "The man sells fish." So I love all that.
Yeah, there was. I feel like I just started watching Love Island season 6 of America. That was the one that really popped off.
Yeah,
and like I don't know if I just started to notice it or if there was something, but like halfway through the season, I feel like you took over. Whereas like in the beginning, it was just kind of like a narrator, and then all of a sudden I was like, that one was fucking funny. And then like every episode there was like a little voiceover that was like just ridiculous and hilarious. And I was like, this guy's becoming the fucking star of the show in my mind. I'm looking forward to this.
Man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we got into it. We had like a new team this year, and we got a comic on board called Caroline Haynes, like this like really cool New York comic. I think as well because last year I was like the youngest person on the writing team, and we were all British and we were all men. So there's this really weird position where it was like a 30-year-old and two 50-year-olds being like, what do American women like? It was like insane. So like, I think they like flowers and Taylor Swift. So it was just like so dumb. So we got her on board, and she was like really great and like new to it and like really got the show. And then I think that was like having that American voice really helped, and me and the other guys that we've been working together for years. And then I felt like and then when it starts going well, people get excited about it. That's the thing is, you watch it at home and you get excited, but like everyone that works on Love Island is in Fiji, which is like gorgeous, but there's also like there's not that much to do.
I heard
there.
It's not not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, it's got that sort of vibe.
There.
But the hotels are nice, but if you're there for like 6-7 weeks, there's not a lot to do. So like they're pumped that it's doing well. So then I think everyone's like feeding off it, and everyone's like up in their game.
Are you on site or are you at home?
I was at home. Okay. I was in Ireland this year. Weirdly, my wife was in a play in Ireland, and because I was doing the UK and the US one at exactly the same time. So I did the UK. I literally done the UK one during the day and the American one at night. Wow. Like every day.
That's crazy.
It was
no time for video games.
I actually brought. How sad is this? I actually bought a Switch. No, I bought a Switch.
Absolutely, 100%.
I played a game called Dave the Diver. You literally he's a diver and then he gets booked to run a sushi restaurant. So during the day you go on the sea and you catch fish, and then you bring the fish back to the sushi restaurant and you run the sushi restaurant at night, and you get more money and you can upgrade your restaurant. It's fucked. It's bananas.
Dude, in your fantasy world, you're a guy who has 2 jobs and is struggling to make it. You're like,
I need 2 more jobs.
The man sells fish.
So we were doing
That's
both.
funny.
So it was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
The production is, well, say whatever you want about, some people think it's like, trash reality TV, blah, blah, blah. But the production turnaround is fucking insanity.
Mate, if the bottom line is, you can't argue it. If you look at how that show looks, and they have got hundreds of cameras, 24 hours, constantly filming, and they've made that. And then also the storylines. I don't mean the storylines are like made up by people, but what I do mean is you've got to structure them so that people can follow them. That's writing. Have you ever tried to write a fucking sitcom? It's like so hard to be like, you get like in episode 2 and you're like, I've completely not talked about that other story.
You got to keep it all
and that's
going
when you're
with
making
20
up
different
yourself.
people.
They're keeping plates in the air. They're making the storylines work. People
24-hour turnaround.
Yeah,
28.
Like
I can't even. It makes me think about the rest of the industry. That take like The Bachelor or these other reality shows that take like 6 months to put out episodes, and these guys do it in a day. It takes you half a year, and it takes these guys a day.
I think it's why it hits as well, because it feels really of the moment, and I think
Yes,
it makes
that there's.
It
in
makes
there
a
and they're
huge
not.
difference knowing they're in there.
Knowing that they're in there and they don't know that it's a very Truman Show thing. It's very because when like if the Bachelor comes like and does an interview here and it's like, we know that you know who won and what and when lost and are they together anymore and all that shit if you care about it. This is like, these people are truly like, it's a sick social experiment. I mean, it's crazy knowing that they're just in there and they don't come up for air until they get the boot.
It really suits me as well because like I've not got many like rules for the narrator, but like I've got like I feel like I've never swore like which is kind of and again I actually sometimes if they write like even like like something really soft about
because you could on they all curse.
Of course
right.
But I'm like I've done it now. I'm 15 series in. And the other one, I've got this thing in my head when I'm doing the voice. It's just like a funny idea if it makes it any better. But I'm like, in my head, the narrator, the minute they leave that villa, would have no idea who that person. Like he just completely like the entire cast of Love Island could walk up to the narrator in a bar and he'd be like, "Hey, what do you guys want?" But I think that's quite a healthy way to do it.
Like, would you watch if you weren't?
Do you know what?
You enjoy it?
100%. When I first, like, completely honestly, when I got asked to do it the first time around, I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And then, like, I was living with a comedian called Phil Wang at the time.
Got to get back to my children's puppets.
Oh yeah, no, I can't right now. I'm building a working farm in Minecraft. I'm using redstone to automate the process. That is a thing you can actually do.
Just so everyone knows that was an accurate joke.
You need pistons and you need repeaters. I know that. And an energy source. My mate Phil Wang is an amazing comedy. He's got a couple of specials on Netflix now, actually. But he was sort of like, we're going to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and he was like, it's like this big arts festival in the UK, and he was like, you literally go there to get jobs on telly. So why would you turn down a job on telly to go to this festival? Yeah. So I did it. But what I will, so originally no, but then genuinely, maybe you had the same thing when you started watching it. After about 2 or 3 episodes, I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's hot. The minute the first guy walks out to the pool, they've changed how they do it all the time now. But the first coupling up, the guy comes up, and then there's like the 5 girls, and they go, "If you want to date Craig, step forward now." Yeah. And no one steps forward, and it cuts to an ad break, and I'm like, right, inject it. I love this so much. This is so clever.
And then like the guy who did step up for a girl, a new girl comes out, and he steps up for her instead. It's like, class. You did that right in front of her face, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, it just it takes control
the middle
of
season 6, and the crazy thing is, it's every night.
It's
not like once a week. So it was like following a sports team. I was like, it's 9 o'clock tonight. I got up or whatever.
My guy. I'm Team Rob. We gotta do this.
I'm screaming at my television. I'm making videos and everything.
I think it's weirdly cut through in that world of like as well with so much stuff going on. The great thing about Love Island is like you're just like, do you know what? In the UK at 9 o'clock at night,
Dumb
sit
bullshit,
down,
like-
that's on.
Yeah, yeah.
I think my mate Josh Widdicombe described it as like television. He goes, me and my wife need something that we can have on.
Both watch together,
So
yeah.
it doesn't just look like we're both sitting on our phones, not talking to each other.
Yes, because that's really what's happening. Yeah.
This justifies
Yes, that's
everything
it.
else.
And I really
every
think
5 or 6 minutes you can go, no way, and then go back to like.
so true.